And what did you think of the shots so far?
I really liked the shot where it was like she was making a little diary, like holding the camera to her face, and then the voiceovers as well. I thought that was really good because it made it look like a real British social media
Well, with the
film.
voiceover, we were trying to experiment to see if it could work, because when we talked to Sale, he said he didn't really understand it, so we were trying to, like, because it's got like past stuff in it, we're trying to make people understand it more and that, and we've still got
it
to.
does help, like, sort of carry the story along and
While
Yeah.
she's speaking at the
understand
same
it
time,
more,
it works really well.
What do you think of the editing?
I liked it. I think it worked well. I think it wasn't too much in your face. It was just like you could see what was going on, and it got into the story.
I got a bit confused when she was getting the folder out of the drawer.
Oh yeah, some of
What
it.
was going on.
Yeah, some of it's flashbacks, and we haven't yet put in the
Transition.
to show that it's a flashback yet.
The narration at points felt like a little bit rushed, like the way she was saying it. So I think you could go over that and
Yeah,
slow it
like
down a
you
little
could
bit.
breathe to the camera.
I think from having seen it before without the narration, I think it is worth having a voiceover. I just don't feel you have to use it all the time, though, because the bits where it's like, and I argue with my sister, and then you see an argument with your sister. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to describe every piece of action. Did people understand that she's supposed to be in a care home?
I didn't at first.
We're
I
gonna
didn't.
have a
I
voice
assumed that she was in some.
saying that I'm 17 and I'm living in a foster home.
So I think maybe you just need to rethink that voiceover.
Yeah.
Maybe not really do it until you've finished all your filming and editing, and then look at what you could do another one of these and maybe get it tested again. There's a bit that I was thinking of that stood out a little bit. Oh, the bit where one thing is I think maybe you need to use more video diary in it,
Yeah, that would be good.
because you could
That's really
actually
effective.
Yeah.
Have her like document, like saying what's going on, so it explains more.
because it makes more sense the voiceover then. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
If she starts off saying I'm Anne Moore, whatever her character is, and she's doing it on the camera, it makes more sense to then have a voiceover.
And it makes it seem like more personal,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Because it's more like.
Like you can relate to her
Yeah.
more.
And more real, because it's supposed to be like an
Yeah.
account of her life. So I think that I like that. I think maybe you should play on that a little bit more, have more of the camera stuff. And when she's going to get the file, do we not need to know that it's her?
Yeah.
So we need a close up of the
From her
Yeah.
name or something.
Yeah.
The way you got the confidential sticker that was on the photo right in the camera's face, I thought that was really good.
yeah, that was good.
And I like the scene where somebody spat in her face.
Oh,
That one
yeah.
that looked really effective and like realistic.
And the last shot of her coming out of the house, do you think we should film it again? Because Sarah was saying we should film it as her walking past the camera, or should we like track her like walking down the driveway?
So it's open, so you don't know what's going to
I think
happen
if you
next.
track her, you get more of a feel for where she is.
Because you're like following
Yeah.
her, kind of thing.
But then if she walks past, the audience will question what's going to happen next. So that's
Mm.
good as well.
Yeah, it sort of leaves more question of like where is she going and
I'd film both of them.
Yeah, and then you
Just to
again
see what one
test
looks
it.
the best.
And again, you see, it will all link with the video diary thing, won't it? Because what she's doing in that video diary is setting up an issue, isn't she? You know,
Yeah.
what has she done? We don't know why she's made this decision, blah blah. So that
Mm.
would depend where the narrative's going with it.
Are you having any music?
Yeah,
In
there was a
your
long bit
piece.
where it was just
Silent.
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah, we were going to add more voiceovers to it. Are we still going to use it?
Yeah, we're gonna add like some type of music which has sad piano or violin to connote that, you know, like her hardship and how hard it is for that kind of stuff.
If you don't feel that the music is necessary, I wouldn't throw it in because I really like the fact there was no music. That it was like all.
But where it was all quiet, it was a bit like awkward watching it. It was-
Yeah.
you couldn't-
Because and it didn't even have any sound of like opening and shutting the door. Kind
It
of
was
thing.
just
But it's
Just
sound
complete
effects.
silent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might want to do some Foley sound and just have it so it's quiet. You just have to see, I suppose.
Okay.
How are you going to maybe try and connote this care home a bit more, apart from because you can't, if you shove everything in a voiceover, it's a bit cheap really, it's a bit of a easy way of doing it, and it's a bit lazy. So how could you maybe show more that that's a care home?
yeah, because you could tell it like wasn't her actual home, but it was a bit confusing as to like what it was. Like you didn't know if it was like some sort of like a B&B type thing or like something that she was just staying in. Or
Because maybe she could have to sign in. Or something like that when she comes in the door, she has to sign in to say she's here or something, you know what I mean? Like,
Or maybe even like a sign outside the front door saying that it's a care home.
Because I was a bit confused when the girl came out of nowhere and was on the floor.
Yeah, so I think we maybe need to think about the mise en scène a bit more at that beginning bit, just to, because otherwise it doesn't make sense that Hannah just appears, starts threatening her and then goes away again. It's just a bit like, what's going on?
Okay.